What's up, guys? So the day of Queen Eva has finally arrived. They kind of teased about her maybe a bit too early, and we had a week wait time, and I was hoping to get to play with her every day, hoping for the patch, but we finally got it. Let's first talk a little bit about her kit and build, and then I'll do live arena and see how it goes. But couple interesting things about her. So now with the reworked version, she does do the block revive with the A2 that has 50% ignore defense, meaning that with lethal and lethal or savage and helm smasher proc, you're fully ignoring the enemy defense. Now she doesn't have any ignore defense on her other skills, so the A2 hits way harder, but that kind of makes gearing her a bit more unique, because something like Merciless or using 2-piece Cruel with lethal or savage might be overkill, and you could consider not using them and not just getting the 25% ignore defense from items. Though I would say that the A2 does hit very hard, as you will see later in the video, hopefully. That I would probably still use Cruel if it's not way worse than your item set maybe with crit damage set, because the A3 is AoE with normal multiplier. Let me double check, but I think it's like 4, right? Yeah, it's 4 multiplier that books 25%, which is kind of slightly above average with her high 1700 base attack, but the AoE isn't gonna hit super hard. Though it does have turn meter decrease. They should have made this not require any accuracy, it's kind of stupid, but anyway. But it is the only AoE that she has, and it does reset the cooldowns of her other skills if you get a kill. So you still do want to get some damage with the AoE, because if you only have to wait for the A2 to get out of cooldown, which is 3 turn booked, which is pretty good though, but you will kind of have hard time really finishing off the enemy team sometimes, though the A2 is block revive, so I guess that helps. But actually it's kind of shocking that it's 3 turn cooldown, kind of like Protoss A3. Usually these skills are 4 or 5 turn cooldown. But anyway, so the main damage is the A2, A1 and A3 isn't hitting super hard, but the A3 does have utility by resetting the cooldowns on a kill. And other notable things about her like base kit is that she does have pretty high base attack of 1700, and now she has 15% extra crit rate basically on all of her skills, meaning that you only have to build her with 85% crit chance. Now let me actually show what build I'm running. Okay, yeah, I have to double check, because I always do that thing that you can see the stats on the video. So here's the build that I have on her right now. I could put her on even better gear, maybe for more clickbait, but I think the issue is gonna be her survivability in practice, not the damage oftentimes. So I didn't take my Protoss or Wukong gear for her, which would be slightly better, but she's kind of using my third set that I keep switching between Tranda for Hydra and whatever is my current third nuker that I use. But it's a basic lethal and cruel set, and kind of like I mentioned, I did go for the cruel 2-piece, even though it's gonna be overkill with the A2 if I proc the helm smasher. Wait, that's okay, that's not the actual build. I have slightly different. I have reaction amulet, but otherwise it's basically the same. I was kind of shocked when I was looking at my gear. I don't know why, but I don't have like any attack banners on Dark Elves. Generally I pretty much have triple on everything at this point on accessories. It's pretty rare that I don't have triple on something, and I do even have a lot of quads, but I literally have only one banner that I could use on her, and it's very mediocre. I would totally want to build her with Stone Skin. I even used Chaos Ore to reroll some stone skin pieces that I had on Dark Elves, which I recommend you to do, and that's one of the best things to use reaction nowadays, to try fish for 4-piece stone skin on your main nukers or supports and so on. But she's in 2-piece reaction. Ideally it would be 4-piece stone skin. Like I said, you don't necessarily need the 2-piece scroll. And yeah, that's what I'm running. It's fairly fast, not super fast, like 220 speed, could be faster, but I'm generally slower than the enemy anyway, and I'm trying to survive with either Necret or Helicat or something else. I think she's probably more fit for speed teams, to be honest, so some other people, maybe Biohack could use her a bit better than me. And I also do have her actually empowered at +1. I could even make her +2, which would give her speed. But the issue is that I do need her for Faction Guardians. Otherwise I would totally do it. But she is an old champion. Many people are gonna have multiple copies of her, so even having +4 wouldn't be that shocking, and I'm sure many super low spenders or free-to-play players also have it. But let's actually... No, actually, let me show the Masteries before we get into the fights. I don't think I had time to fully farm the Masteries on her, because obviously she has never been relevant in the game, apart from campaign farming. I mean, you could use her, she could be okay dungeon clearer, but not something that was really necessary. And I did get her very early on in the game, I think, but early on in the game I was always avoiding wasting energy on champions that wasn't absolutely necessary. That's why even today most of my supports for PvE don't have any masteries, and I also didn't... I had very few level 60 champions until much later on, basically when we started getting chickens, but this is the masteries that I have on her. I do miss couple tier 5 ones. I would go with Cycle of Revenge and Deterrence, I mean Retribution. Can't go for Deterrence. Other than that, I would just copy these. There isn't too much variation. You could, I guess, go with Shield Breaker, that's an option. You can, whichever you want. Heart of Glory, Shield Breaker, it kind of depends on situation. Probably I should go with... Let's go with... Yeah, I think I have old masteries on her that I never swap, because it's... I think I maybe have like a couple masteries on her from years ago for campaign farming or something, but... If you had her in Stone Skin, Heart of Glory might actually be an interesting option to get a little bit more boost of damage at the start. But we're running reaction and go second team, so might as well go with the Shield Breaker. I would say that generally I prefer Ruthless Ambush over Whirlwind of Death, which gives you 8% extra damage on the first hit per target on the battle, but her main nuke is a double hitter and her AoE doesn't hit that hard. It doesn't really fit her skills, and Whirlwind of Death is equally good, and since she does have kind of bad synergy with the other one, we will go with that. But yeah, actually, wait, now that I think about it, you do have the option also when you... Yeah, I have 92 crit rate, you only need 85. Actually, I totally forgot. I was supposed to change the masteries, but I totally forgot about it. So I guess we're not even gonna go with the crit rate mastery, something to take into account for you as well. I'm gonna go with the attack one instead and Helm Smasher, because we're gonna get enough crit rate anyway. And if later on I need to swap the masteries for different build, then so be it, but probably not, so I'm happy with this. Let me quickly set these up. I don't want to make an oopsie while I'm focusing on talking for the video, but these are very basic masteries, basically what you use on every nuker, so there isn't that much nuance to it. Cycle of Violence is generally good on every nuker in PvP. The fact that you can reduce the cooldowns is just very powerful, and none of the other ones are even remotely interesting compared to that. I mean, Wrath of the Slain, but it's not very practical. Cycle of Violence is just way better. Anyway, we're gonna go with this, can't get the full masteries, but it's not that big issue. As far as the blessing goes, you could, I know lots of people like to go with Soul Reap. You could totally go with Soul Reap as well. That is third option. I would generally advise that if you have 6-star blessing on her, then you definitely still want to go with Polymorph, because it will protect your team and she might not get stunned or CC'd and so on, and maybe your other champions will not as well if she procs it. But if you don't have 6-star, then I would go with Lightning Gauge, which kind of does the same thing to lesser extent. Let's say that you have immunity or even block damage or something else, but if you have immunity and Lightning Gauge protects it, which it has a chance to, then you will not get debuffed by stuns or block active skills or anything like that. So I generally prefer that over Soul Reap. And her A3 isn't hitting that hard anyway, so you're not expecting to kill people with it, but the A2 has a multiplier of 2.8, being a double hitter, and with 1.7k defense and 1.7k attack and 50% ignore defense built in, meaning you can fully ignore defense, this skill is gonna hit super hard and generally it's gonna be one shot. You might even kill some supports through UDK just doing one hit, but of course every nuker apart from Taras or maybe Harima is definitely gonna die to it. And even tanky supports should be one shot. Often even without Helm Smasher proc, but definitely if you proc it, but we will see. I mean, Wukong A2 has a multiplier of 5, and this has a multiplier of 2.8, meaning it's 5.6 in practice if you get both of the hits. And she has significantly higher base attack than Wukong, and you need 15% less crit rate, so you even have that. It's gonna hit really hard, we will see. If I'm super excited about her, I might put her in better gear later on, but I think she's probably not best suited for my account. I think she's gonna be super good in speed teams. Might even be, I don't want to predict too hard, but might even kind of be actually like not slightly used, but actually popular in the live arena meta. I definitely don't see her being used in classic arena, just because everybody is still using Taras and Marichka, and she definitely can't one-shot Taras, and Taras is gonna reduce her attack as well. UDK is super popular, but maybe in some other meta in future. It's not completely out of realm of possibilities that she could be popular, or maybe not like meta, but in some meta it could be a niche counter that is top tier viable. But for now I think she's definitely just gonna be live arena champion. But yeah, I'm pretty high, too high for my own good. All of the enemies have trillion times better account than me generally. And they have Lockout, they have Harima, Taras, everything, so I'm pretty easy target for most of my enemies, so we will see how it goes. I pretty much have to pair Eva either with Necret or Helicat every time. Of course, ideally you will just pair her with Fast Arbiter or Shuchen or something like that. Shuchen could be very interesting combination with Eva, but we are gonna have to use her in Go second teams. But considering that stuff like Wukong and Rotos and so on are still very popular, I can definitely see Eva having a place. Okay, he went Galatir, so yeah, definitely in this Galatir matchup, for instance, the Lightning Cage might become relevant. We do get the immunity buff both from Necret and Duchess, so there's a good chance that she's gonna have it. And if she protects it, that means that Galatir isn't gonna lock us out. Okay, what are we gonna ban? I kind of want to go for the Armand's ban actually, and not the Warlord. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm not gonna survive very long though. He has both Rotos and Wukong, and I don't have Harima or UDK, so he's totally gonna trash me. I wasn't sure that it was a noob Wukong. Maybe I could have gone with UDK instead of Necret, but he had the last pick. If I did pick UDK, he obviously wouldn't have gone with Rotos. And probably for the sake of testing today, I'm maybe gonna use her more than I would otherwise use, like Even over Rotos that I do like using a lot. Who has better gear than my Eva? Rotos basically has the best gear on my account. Yeah, we're getting like... he has double lockout on his team. We are getting super hard controlled. And then he even had that Armand, so... Definitely it was the right choice to ban Armand. I just don't know if we can actually beat him with our champions. Even if we reduce the cooldowns of Nar's skills now, he still has the block active skills debuff, so he can't actually use it. We could have done it if we didn't get debuffed by the Galatir. Galatir is super OP. Many people seem to underestimate him. I would definitely say that he's on the same level as Grixia, possibly or very likely the best primal champion right now. So he, like, Grixia is buff stripper, lockout and cooldown reset in one. He is a Duchess, buff stripper and lockout in one. Very strong. Okay, yeah, we totally lost it. I'm not fast. He has double lockout and Armands. There's nothing we can do against him like this. If we had Harima, it would change it a lot, but... Or if we could compete in speed, but my Arbiter is like 340 speed, so... That's not the thing. Yeah, I have been getting trashed pretty hard lately, just because I'm... Like I said, I'm way too high for my own good, and... My enemies' accounts are not really comparable to mine, so... I mean, what rank am I? And there has been so many... Yeah, I'm 176. I probably actually dropped a little bit, because I think I was 120 not too long ago, but... We got many super strong meta champions lately, like Galatir, Grixia, Siegfried and so on, Lazarus, and at this point everybody pretty much has them in this level of live arena, so it's not super fun for me. I only have Mikage, I have my Arbiter at 340 speed, so it's not good. Damn, he got the first pick again, he got the Armands. Maybe I should go for the Narcissus and UDK just so that he can go with the UDK Wukong. Maybe we will use them instead, but I'm sure he has Harima, so now he's just gonna go with Harima instead of those. It's not easy. But maybe because of that, or in big part because of that, but AFK Journey just recently released last week. I did couple sponsored videos for it during beta, and I'm definitely gonna play it on release. It has basically its own version of live arena. It's called Honor Duel. Yeah, I knew that he had Harima, and now he's gonna pick it. Yeah, That's the issue with the meta nowadays, that there's a couple champions that are just insanely trillion times better than the other ones, and if you don't have them, I can basically predict what he's gonna pick, because there's nothing else that is remotely comparable, and there's nothing I can do about it, even though I know that he's gonna go with Harima. We really need a Harima counter. But yeah, I still have to probably go with those champions. I don't really have anything else to use, so it's gonna be one sort of ignore defense champion, regardless which one I pick. But yeah, in AFK Journey they have Honor Duel, which is basically like live arena, except it's honorable. I don't know if that's what they meant by it, but probably they literally meant it. But in that game mode, you don't use your own champions, you don't get massive advantage just because you have Harima and Galatir. Basically, no, you start the matchup, or it's basically like a live arena tournament of you need to get 9 wins, and you can get up to 2 losses or you lose the tournament. And at the start you can pick one preset team out of 4, and then after every battle you get points, and you can buy new champions and items with those points, and then you kind of like continue in the tournament. Who do I ever want to? I think we can't use Eva here. I have to go either with Wukong or Rotos, but I think I'm actually gonna go with Rotos on this one and ban the Harima. But we're getting locked out and stunned, turn meter stolen, and polymorphed, so there's a very low chance that I get a turn. But if I can get a single turn with Wukong in this fight, I'm gonna kill everybody except maybe somebody survives with passive or sweet parry or so on, but it should one-shot everybody, even without attack buff. Anyway, I'm starting a channel on AFK Journey as well. I don't have it up yet, but I'm definitely gonna have my first video, maybe today, but at least on the weekend. That's the plan. So subscribe to that channel when it's up. I'm also very competitive there. I played on the beta. I think the beta was up like 6 months. I didn't play 6 months. I only played it for 2 weeks because of the like sponsored videos and so on. It was like closed beta and you couldn't just get access if you wanted, but I got pretty good understanding of the game, and in that game basically the clan boss is kind of mixed in with tournament, so every clan boss you can get better rewards depending how high you rank compared to others on your server. And I made 2 characters in the game at the start, one in the same server as Noobkex, which was server 53? Either server 150 or server 50 or 100 or 53, and then I made another character on 150. Okay. And I played both of them couple days. I got much better start on the second one, and on that one I keep getting like top 20 every day on the clan boss, and I'm trying to compete in that instead, since as you can see I really don't have the tools to compete in the current meta. It's kind of funny because I used to be very competitive, but there's just nothing I feel like I can do at this point. Even my UDK is insanely tanky and taking trillion hits from his team, and Wukong got revived a couple times, but he has so much CC, I just can't get a single turn. Wait, what? Can I actually end this? If I proc Helm Smasher, I might actually just win here. No way, that's so funny. Okay, that's not an Eva showcase, that's Wukong showcase. That's a fusion, by the way. Keep that in mind, boys. That's a fusion champion. Wukong can do this. The issue is that Harima is very common. You don't do anything with Wukong if you have Harima in the enemy team, because the only damage comes from the A2, and if they have Harima passive, he's gonna do 80% less damage, and that basically means 0 damage. And you need to get a kill with the A2 to get the splash damage AoE, but damn, I literally didn't do anything in that fight except one Wukong A2 after like 2 minutes of battle, and that was all it took. That is kind of funny. He must feel kind of frustrated about that, but this has definitely happened to me the other way around as well, so I hope he doesn't feel too bad about it, but I'm sure he doesn't, because he's gonna have fun time with that Armans and Galatir. He has Warlord, Galatir and Armans. If you pick those 3, basically you can't fight against that without using a speed team, and that's gonna put a lot of people in like deadlock. They automatically lose against him if they aren't faster. I definitely can't do that, and I envy his champions. But yeah, that wasn't Queen Eva showcase, it was a Wukong showcase, but I'm at very high ranking. We're not at like Gold 4 Classic Arena. I almost feel like I should do some Classic Arena battles just to get actual showcase on him, but maybe we will get some good enemy drafts where we can properly use Eva later on in the session. But yeah, if you feel sad about Live Arena or Classic Arena or Tag Team Arena or whatever, and the enemy teams have 2 strong champions and you can't do anything about it, don't worry, you're not the only one. Tons of people feel that way. Even I feel that way, so... Okay, we got the first pick, we're definitely gonna go with Armans. I don't want him to get... It's a different account, but I don't want him to get Armans, Galatir and Lockout. Okay, and he went with UDK. Chances are that he might also have Harima. But I'm definitely gonna go with Narcissus, who is one of my... maybe my favorite nuker in the modern meta, to be honest, because it's so hard to get opportunity to use Rotos. But he doesn't have that big issue with UDK and not even Harima. I mean, he does, but he has better matchup with Harima than Rotos at least. He has bad matchup, but better than Rotos or Wukong or Eva. Eva is Spirit Affinity though, so I kind of have my... I kind of want to use Eva against Harima maybe in some fight today. Hoping we will get a fight where they don't have Lockout and I actually get to do turns on her. I think I can kill Harimas with Eva, but we will find out. Okay, damn, this guy's account doesn't look that crazy. That's definitely a Nuke Wukong since he picked UDK. I mean, as you saw, I destroyed that other guy with 1 turn on Wukong, so we don't want to underestimate with Wukong, but we don't want to underestimate Wukong damage, but we're probably gonna get the turn in this fight at least. Should I actually go with the Arbiter? I might as well. He picked the Duchess. Would be kind of nice to have attack buff on Eva. We can totally kill both of his nukers without attack buff, but might be a bit hard to do it against the Duchess. And he's already going with the slow team, so maybe I will try to go first instead. Which is funny because, like I said, my Arbiter is literally like 340 speed or something like that. So sometimes people don't believe that I'm so slow. Let me find out. Like I mentioned at the start, early on in the raid, I was trying to be efficient. I didn't want to level up unnecessary champions or even masteries, and I didn't farm anything else except Fire Knight. I never did any runs on Dragon, and it's too late to start now, but maybe with What's the set even called? Wait, maybe with the Supersonic set I can make a comeback at some point. Yeah, we're totally gonna ban this Iffy. What? I'm kind of surprised he didn't ban the Armans. Surely we can't lose this battle. Okay, there's my pathetic Arbiter build. Now granted, I could put her faster in a faster build. My Armans is faster, but she isn't the priority on my account. She's in Swift parry and 331 speed, so... Okay, I think I'm not gonna do the turn meter steal just yet. Let's polymorph the Windows. Arbiter, I think his Wukong is faster than my Nukers, but we're gonna get the Arbiter turn meter boost. Pretty sure Eva is gonna... Okay, whoever. I think Eva might go first as well, but let's not take the risk and just do the AoE. Though I guess there's a good chance that Wukong might cut in now. No? No, actually I think Eva might just move before Wukong. That could be good. Okay, no. I didn't cut in. She didn't use the revive. I don't think I can kill the Duchess with AoE, so let's just kill the UDK and Duchess with the A2. I'm pretty sure this A2 should kill Duchess in one hit. Yeah, oh. Wow! What? That was... Yeah, that's what I said. 177k per hit, so like 350k total damage. That's pretty sick. Yeah, that thing is gonna hit hard. The issue is gonna be, can you survive on... Oh my god, this actually looks terrible. I think he's just gonna one-shot me like I did the other guy. Arbiter, please proc Swift parry. I think otherwise we totally lost it. There's no way I can survive it without that. Maybe I get the proc. It's 50% chance. Going toss. Come on. What? Why did he go with the A... What? Why didn't he use the A2? Did he misclick? I mean, I misclick all the time, but usually my enemies don't do that. I don't know what happened there. Oh damn, I think the Queen... Okay, I think we still lost it. Windows has the whale and he's gonna move before us. Yeah, he's gonna kill everybody with the AoE nuke. That's kind of funny. Can we make it? I don't think we can do it. Surely not. Yeah, we would need to do an... Okay, yeah, that's a side. Okay, that's funny. That's a funny battle. I one-shot the Duchess, but my team was ultra squeezy and couldn't do it. Again, if you had better champions, if I just had something like Shu Chen, that fight would have been over before he got a turn, but... Or, I mean, trillion different things, but my Arbiter clearly wasn't good enough for that. I definitely would have preferred to use Duchess, but he picked it, but the damage was so high, it was completely unnecessary to go with the attack buff, even against the Duchess. Like, I'm pretty sure with that damage, even without attack buff and UDK taking one hit, this Duchess wasn't that tanky, so we totally would have one-shotted it. Next time I'm not gonna go with Arbiter. That was a total mistake. Like I said, my Arbiter gear isn't impressive at all. Some of my other builds are much more impressive. Like, my Duchess is, well, not double health, but my Duchess is way better geared than... Let me show you. My Duchess is not that much slower than Arbiter, but it's closer to double the health. I mean, we're 159k HP and 261 speed, and that's without the boost from like Platinum Arena. Pretty sure I'm not in Platinum Arena, right? I probably... Yeah, I'm not even close to it. Wait, why am I so low? Do I have... Oh yeah, I have the one-man defense up, yeah. I forgot about that. Funny thing, okay, so I didn't make a video on Monday And the reason why I didn't make a video, I was planning to make a video, I was trying to push Platinum with one-man defense. I kind of thought it was possible, would have been super good content if I were able to pull it off. Definitely nobody has ever done it. Was kind of close, but I didn't do it, and I didn't want to make a video when I wasn't able to get Platinum, so I didn't actually end up publishing it or editing it. But okay, let's just put some random team and I'll worry about it later, but anything apart from one-man defense. But yeah, basically my plan was to do like a 10-minute push and like get in right at the end, and surely nobody's gonna attack me. But I didn't want to like, I don't want to say cheat, but I wanted to do it the hard way, so I put the one-man defense up the day before, not like the second before I started pushing, but the day before. And obviously that meant that when I woke up 30 minutes left of Classic Arena reset, I thought that I had plenty of time, but then I was like 200 points off, and with the Armand's offense, like 200 points off Platinum border, way in the gold 4, and I had super fast fights with Armands, so I totally could have made to Platinum if I had an actual defense team up, but I kind of underestimated how many people there are actually pushing for Platinum but are in gold 4 struggling to breach in, and I got hit. I didn't count, I should have counted, but I got hit dozens and dozens of times. I was still kind of close, but not close enough. I even had a couple wins. I have no idea how that's possible. I think probably my UDK was too tanky for those people and they just surrendered. But I had at one point in my defense log, there was 2 wins in a row, which was super funny. And that wasn't like after the reset where they quit it just because it was already over, but it was like 5 to 10 minutes left of reset. Anyway, I didn't make that video, I tried it, that's why I had the one-man defense up. But yeah, the champions are a big deal in Raid, they have become a bigger deal lately, especially, so don't get deterred if you keep losing to other people and the only reason is champions. I know the pain, I think most players in the game know the pain, apart from like the top arena players, but it is what it is. You can still have fun in live arena and PvP, as long as you don't get too agitated when you lose because of that. And don't get me wrong, it does pain me. I guess should I go with Ankara? I have no idea what he's picking, and he already took the Duchess, so let's just go with the Ankara. But yeah, I don't have like any affiliate link or anything like that, it's not sponsored. But if anybody is, let me show you. If anybody is interested in AFK Journey, I recommend definitely trying it. The graphics might be turn off for some people. It's different than in Raid. I would say the graphics are something like maybe Albion Online with the art style seems like, what's the word in English? Like watercolors. It seems like watercolor art. Or what's the old game? Kingdom Hearts, if anybody knows that game. But it's not dark fantasy like in Raid, but it's a gacha game and has otherwise many similar stuff that we do, and has the typical clan bosses and guild competitions and PvP and even live arena and so on. Okay, I think in this battle we're definitely gonna go with the Eva. I kind of would want to go with Helicat and Eva in some battles, but he has the Wukong with Black Buff's debuff. There's no way I can go with the Helicat, so we'll go with this. Damn, I got this. Okay, here's one big issue that I have with AFK Journey. It has this stupid bug in it that, first of all, you can't resize the client. There's only like 3 set of client sizes that you can choose from in the settings. And it keeps bugging out that if you choose that small window which I have up right now, and then you put it on other screen, it goes to the wrong size and you're not able to see the UI. I don't know if I want to ban the Leorios or Sifi. Let's go for a Sifi. Okay, we don't have any reviver. Maybe I should have gone for the Leorios ban. I mean, he's immune to the stuns and I can't one-shot him with Eva. That might become an issue, but we can still polymorph him though. Okay, sorry about that. I need to open it with this client. Yeah, you saw it's gonna resize it if I open the menu with the main screen. Okay, yeah, we went first. Makes sense. I would have been shocked if his dodges was faster than my Armand's. What speed is 7? Let me double check. I think my Armand's is like 360 or 350 speed, so it's still way faster than my Arbiter. Even though Armand's is in 4-piece stone skin and not in Swift Parry like she is. Okay, I don't think we even really... Wait. Actually, let's do this. Let's not do the AoE nuke on Narcissus. Let's just... Oh, we didn't have damage to kill the Narcissus. Let's just go for the kill on Wukong. Maybe we can also kill the UDK, but I don't have attack buff, so probably not. I mean, surely not. Maybe with Helm Smasher proc. Wow, damn. Yeah, the damage is so goddamn high. You totally don't need attack buff with her at all. Was that like 120k and 147k? Holy moly. What the fuck? Like 270k damage without attack buff. Yeah, that damage is crazy high. You kind of can't forget the fact that she has 1.7k base attack, which is way higher than average, and the 5.6 multiplier is still even bigger than on Wukong, who hits insanely hard, but she has higher multiplier and higher base damage. That's crazy. Holy moly. I mean, I knew she was gonna hit super hard, but it's still super shocking to see that in practice. I totally shouldn't have gone with Arbiter in that one fight. Okay, anyway, this is what I have on Armand's. It's 361. I have shown the build in other videos as well. And by the way, often people ask about the builds that I have on specific champions. On the description of all of my videos, there is a link to my optimizer. And that's not like a snapshot of my optimizer 6 months ago. It's my currently most recent optimizer when I open the client. I'm not hiding my builds. Anybody can check my builds during the middle of fight. I have been doing that forever, so feel free to rook anything from there. You can see masteries and builds and everything. But let me quickly show you that on the AFK Journey. So I think I'm on server 153. If anybody is interested, then you can let me double check. I know Noobs and a couple other raid content creators are on server 50. That's where I started on the live release, but like I said, I made a second account. I also played on the test server, but I made a second account. This is like server 153. It started a couple days after the server 50. And like I said, in this game, there's a lot of mechanics actually, where the rewards are based on how high you rank, and I'm doing super well in this server. Let me show you. My clan just got rank 1 in like the CVC, or let's say like the Hydra clan boss version of AFK Journey, and I'm basically top 20 in everything. This is the today's clan boss. You get extra rewards if you're... Ideally you want to be in the top 100. Wait, where do you see those? No, it's from here. So you get this yellow temporal essence, which is something like, let's say, skill books, but it's a bit different. It has other uses than just booking your skills. It can also book like, let's say champion, let's say like a passive that your champion has, that you can only unlock with these. And those things are super strong, and you basically don't get these yellow ones from anywhere, except from ranking super high or buying it from cash shop. So if you're able to get this high as free to play or low spender, it's giving your account advantage and items that you basically couldn't get if you weren't able to place high. So that's why I'm playing on this server, and I'm happy with that. But I'm sure most people are not super, like, maybe you didn't try out AFK Journey. I don't blame you if the graphics don't seem appealing to you. I mean, some people are gonna prefer these graphics, but I will say that I like the game. I played it on beta, so I already knew that what we were getting. And okay, this is classic arena, no, not this one. Honor Duel. This is basically the AFK Journey version of live arena, but like I said, you don't use your own champion. So yeah, this is what happens when you start a battle in live arena. It's basically like mini tournaments every time. But you have 4 options of different teams that you start out with. One is random team, and then you have 3 preset ones. And you have 3 champions in every team, and then like an artifact that you can choose from. And you can kind of try to min-max and come up with strategies with this team comp, or with these options that you have. And there's actually a lot of like nuance and stuff to do, because you have both the artifact, which give you very specific and interesting effects, and then you also have items that give you specific effects, not just like gives you attack and crit damage, but let's say makes you teleport to the opposing tile on the enemy side of the battle at the start of the fight, stunning that enemy for 3 seconds and dealing 180% of your attack damage. That kind of effects, they give a lot of strategy and nuance, and I'm really liking it. But again, not sponsored. I do like it. I do recommend people to try it, especially if you're getting black pilled about the arena meta right now in Raid. So also, it takes a lot less effort to maintain account in AFK Journey. Of course, when you start out with a new account, just like in Raid, the story progression and that kind of stuff can be time consuming, but the actual daily activities you can do in a couple minutes, and then you can be done for the day. So it's a good side game to play. Granted that the game launched a week ago, so all new games have super big hype, and I'm sure it's gonna die down eventually, but so far I'm liking it, and I like the beta as well. Anyway, enough of that. Let's see if we can do this. I think this is the guy that I had a lucky win with Wukong. Well, not lucky, but I barely won against him with Wukong and lost one time. He has... I'm pretty sure it's that guy. He has Armans, Galatir, Harima, like Lockout or Powerlord. It's kind of impossible enemy for me, to be honest. I'm kind of surprised that he isn't much higher points, but he probably has a lot less games played than me, to be honest. Wait, is this the Maybe this is not the same guy. Maybe I'm conflating it with... We definitely fought this guy, but I think it's the other one. Not the one that had the Galathirian Warlord. Okay, Taras is gonna be interesting matchup because he's gonna one-shot us and we're not gonna have like... we probably can't one-shot Taras. It might actually be... We probably can do it with attack buff if we go first, but I don't really like the idea of picking Eva against him. We could do it maybe as last pick, but what do I want to do? The issue is that I think I have to go with Rotos on this one. I kind of still don't know what's the last support that he's gonna pick. He could go with, let's say, Lockout and Harima. If he did that, I would be totally screwed with Eva. I would have slightly better chance to win with Rotos, but very low chance still. By the way, here's another funny thing that I can confess. So there was supposed to be a live arena video yesterday, and I thought it was pretty interesting one. I didn't get like insane 10 fight win streak, but it was pretty interesting video. The issue is that I was listening to some music before I started recording, and then I went to shower and forgot about it, and I didn't realize that there was copyrighted music playing on background, so I just totally couldn't release the video, even though the music was the loudness was totally like listenable. It was perfect perfect loudness that you could hear my voice, and it was great background music. But I definitely can't play Linkin Park or Breaking Benjamin on my videos, so I had to scrap it. Oh, it's this guy. Never mind. But we did lose against him, so... Aguindus Enchar. Okay, we're definitely gonna go with Helicat on this one. If I knew that these were gonna be his last picks, I totally... Well, not... Yeah, I totally could have gone with Eva. He does have the buff strip with Windows, but it's only one champion, and Helicat is super good against Taras if they don't have buff strip or block buff debuff, so I definitely prefer him over Necret in this matchup. I'll probably also, I'll definitely add a not live arena. I'll add AFK Journey channel to my Discord, so if you're interested about that, it's a bit underhanded way to shield for my Discord, but if you're more into AFK Journey than Raid or whatever, then I'll make that one as well. I never went aboard, or I guess I kind of, well, I started before then, but I was still a little bit much more new to making videos, and when we got other games like Watcher of Realms and Dragonair, even though I did sponsored videos for them later on, but I never started playing those games and making content for them. I see a lot of the Raid content creators, they basically try every new game and often make a channel for it. I haven't done it for any game so far. I played a little bit of Watcher of Realms, but I do like AFK Journey more, and I like the beta, so I thought it was a good time for me to spread my wings and try something different. Especially when I'm getting like blackpilled and frustrated with Raid. I don't think we can survive the Quintus. Wait, what? He actually went for UDK and not Narcissus. That's kind of weird. I guess we're just gonna block revive the Quintus then. I could have done it for Datsus, but I'd rather get rid of one of the nukers. But yeah, I would definitely say that Eva is gonna be good for a live arena. As you saw with the crazy damage that she was doing, maybe better than many people thought. I mean, I thought she was gonna be good, but like I said, the damage is still very like shocking. Let's go with the A2. I think the A2 is on Narcissus out of cooldown anyway, yeah. But Eva is definitely more suited for speed teams. Maybe Biohack is gonna do well with her. If anything, I would later on, I'm sure Biohack is probably gonna use her and make videos about it. I will definitely check out his videos as well, since he's a lot faster and uses more those types of teams. Or I guess he basically only uses speed teams. He usually goes with double turn meter boost and that kind of stuff. And I usually go with hero turn meter boost, and my arbiter is lower than some people's nukers. We're actually getting okay win ratio. It's not that terrible. Yeah, okay, I mean, I have one more win than loss, so that's nothing to brag about, but I've had a terrible run lately in live arena, so basically I'm coping, if we're being very transparent. Wait, just like no other people playing live arena, I only keep meeting the same 2 accounts. Last time I was meeting only the different bot accounts, and this time I'm only meeting these 2 guys. Yeah, I think this guy actually doesn't have a lockout on Harima. If that's the case, then maybe we are gonna go with Eva this time, but yeah, let's just go with the white duo. It's a very safe pick, and later on maybe I get a Helicat and Eva. Let me double check if Biohack made a video about Eva, but the issue is that it was just updated yesterday. Yeah, he hasn't made one. It was only updated yesterday, and after the like live arena time slots, and you could have made a video like late in the night, but basically this is the earliest time you can actually make a video about Eva, assuming that you actually played her in arena. I mean, I guess you could use her in like Dragon Dungeon and Classic Arena, but this is like the first time you can do an actual playtest with her, so I guess nobody really made a video yet, and probably many people are gonna make a Eva video today. I might as well do some Classic Arena testing afterwards, because we're getting pretty tough enemies and we're not really able to pick her in every fight, even though I kind of would want to do it for video, and I think at least in one fight I picked her even if I otherwise wouldn't, but I don't just want to pick her and lose on purpose, so this is gonna be more like practical, actual Queen Eva session. This isn't gonna be like Hollywood fake stuff that you use Eva every fight and you win. She's super good, but you definitely can pick her in every fight. Harima is gonna completely destroy her and so on. Maybe not. Maybe she will if you can survive, maybe she actually can be okay against her. But yeah, let's go for the Wukong ban. It's kind of funny when I went with Eva, but the Wukong is definitely the most threatening champion in his team, and we can block revive anybody. We don't have to just block revive the Wukong, even though that's probably the first thing in your mind. But as you're gonna see, she does like 145k with one hit, and she does double hit without attack buff, so she can one-shot anybody in his team. We might even be able to one-shot the revivers through the UDK without attack buff if we get a high roll and wait, everybody's in stone skin. If we get Helm Smasher broken, maybe high roll in the damage. Should I go with the A2 anyway? No, let's just go A1. Without the double hit, I don't think I could break through the Windows shield, but maybe with like 2 hits with Eva and Narses I could have done it, but not if I'm not able to target it with the A2. Should I just, yeah, let's just do A1, let's not even do A3. Should I protect Narses or Angora? Let's just protect Angora and play it safe. Windows can definitely hit super hard with the A2 and basically one-shot anybody, even Taras because it ignores the passive. But with Necret protection we're gonna be fine. Oh, what? Okay, he made a massive mistake here. He just put the shield up on UDK. I'm sure he maybe like didn't think about it and now he might be panicking, but we should one-shot everybody at this point. Yeah, I mean, Narses does do damage. Okay, let's see, can we break through the stone skin without attack buff? Maybe we can. Oh, come on. He surrendered too early, I wanted to test it. But okay, after the live arena session, let's also do a classic arena test session, might as well to showcase it, but you already saw the damage is super bonkers. I think maybe if you have Chu, Chen and Armands, maybe that could be very powerful Eva team. Or maybe just any type of traditional speed team with lockout and well, yeah, the thing is that it's single target block revive, but yeah, probably still it would be good. If you are using a speed team and you ban one of their nukers and you go first with Eva, you basically can't lose at that point, so that would definitely be something that I will try and consider if you're able to pull it off, which I definitely can. So what's the biohack video that he might do at some point? But I think he's almost gonna be on the same level as Wukong and Narses. Slightly more niche since she doesn't have any survivability at all, not even slightly higher HP pool, but the damage is super insane and it does block revive, so I think even the Mega Whale accounts are gonna use Eva from time to time. Okay, he picked the Angora. That sucks, but okay, now we can. This is actually good. I like this matchup. It might not be the most favorable one for us, but I actually wanted to test this exactly. I'm gonna pick Helicat probably as the last one. He can only pick one nuker and one support at this time. And I don't want to ban Harima because I specifically want to test Eva against Harima. even though her passive is gonna be bad for us, but just to see what... Oh, he picked the Helicat, goddammit. I was gonna say that basically if he picks something like block buff, step buff or lockout, I will just ban it anyway and I will totally pick the Helicat, but goddammit, he took the Helicat from me. I didn't see that coming. Maybe I should have gone for Helicat instead of Duchess, because I would be shocked if he picked triple Reviver against Eva, but I guess we're just gonna go with Necret then. That wasn't what I wanted to do, but there's no other choice. Yeah, we're definitely... I mean, he's gonna ban Narses. I mean, not Narses. He's gonna ban my Armans, and the Stone Skin and Taunt on Arbice is gonna be issue. Though Narses can still hit with the AoE, but I don't know if we can actually get to test Eva in this fight. Hopefully, but not at the start at least. I don't know if she can survive that long, even with the Necret protection. Well, she is strong affinity against Harima and has the Necret protection, so should be able to survive at least a few turns. Oh, okay, she went with that. That's interesting. Okay, he has massive shields and Harima passive. We definitely can't one-shot the Harima. But for the sake of scientific experiment, let's see if we can break the shield at least. Okay, we broke the shield. That was actually pretty high damage. Like I said, with the Harima passive, if you have a champion with 50% ignore defense, our damage is going to be reduced by 80% because of the Harima passive. It's going to be insanely low compared to the usual, and that's actually way higher than normally I do with these champions, so that's pretty good. Wukong is gonna do like 20k A2s against Harima, and that Harima had a massive shield up. Should I go for A1 instead of AoE? I don't think we have enough damage to kill it, but maybe we do next turn. Let's go for A1. Oh, what? That actually hit pretty hard. Maybe I should have done the A3. Okay, that was dumb from me. I was being stupid. Pretty sure the A3 hits way harder than the A1. Yeah, the A1 has a multiplier of 3.2 and the A3 has 4. Chances are that we could have killed the Harima. Maybe it would have been close, but might have been possible. But maybe we can do it the next turn. We're gonna reset the cooldown of the A2 and maybe we can still block revive the Harima. Oh wait, what? We already have it back. Should I go for the A2? She doesn't have shield anymore, but I also don't have attack buff. Can I do it? So close, so close. With attack buff we definitely would have had the damage, but another mistake, I should have done the AoE instead. 2 turns in a row I used the wrong skill on Eva. I totally deserve to lose the fight, but it's kind of uncharted territory. I obviously haven't had these matchups before, so I don't know what's gonna happen and what I should do, but next time we know. I mean, the A3 still has a multiplier of 4, and she has a high base attack and decent gear, so it's still gonna do damage, but not like... Don't expect like Tara's damage, but it can definitely kill champions with low HP if you have attack buff, let's say. I don't think Harima has AoE yet, I pray at least. Ah, she does, okay. Yeah, I don't think there's a comeback from here, it's gonna take too long to get our revive back, and she does have the Siphi and is slapping us very hard, so it's game over. I think I would have won the fight, to be honest, if I use the A3 instead of the A2, but mistakes are gonna happen. I mean, my Dutch is very tanky, but there's limitations to how tanky you can be, and she's still gonna get pummeled because he's lapping around me super hard and resetting the cooldowns of Harima with Ankara and so on. And by the time that we do get the revive, it's not like our nukers are not gonna get the turn anyway. Harima is just gonna one-shot the nukers because they are not gonna be revived with turn meter, so unlikely that I can make a comeback even if I can get the revive now. Oh, what? Never mind. So he did kind of waste AoE. I guess he made a mistake as well. And he even happened to be polymorphed, so that's super good. Wait, maybe we actually can make comeback. That's kind of funny. Both sides are kind of goofing off a little bit in this fight. Not that raid PvP is the peak of intelligence of humanity, but still. I mean, we're not like playing chess here, so I'm not like don't take it too seriously, but yeah. Wait, am I not gonna get the turn before Harima? Goddamn turn meter boost from Siphi. Oh, okay, we did. We can't do the A2. This time we will definitely kill it, even without the attack buff. It's low HP and doesn't have shield. But we don't have the A2, we have to go for the A3. We reset the cooldowns, but the A2 would have been out of cooldown anyway, so that doesn't really help us. And we don't have the protection on Eva, so she's not gonna join the Ala attack, but I'm gonna do it anyway just to heal the Necret and reduce the cooldown of the A3. But yeah, actually, now that I think about it, Eva might literally be the hardest hitting champion in the game right now. The A2 can hit harder than Georgid. Only like maybe Taras if you have Trillion boss. That can hit harder, but in practical terms, I'm pretty sure Eva A2 is the hardest hitting skill in the game. Let's double check it, but I think Georgid has like a multiplier of, is it 5.6? 5.8, and let me double check. Eva has 5.6, but Eva has way higher base attack. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I have to look my second screen a bit. Okay, so Georgid A3, which is a single target hit, not just like Eva, not AoE. It has a multiplier of 5.7 and books 20%. I have mentioned this in the past, but the damage that you get from books is very significant. Damn it. A little bit different than in some other games, and it's better than people often think. 20% damage from books is literally just 20% increased damage. It's not less than that. And that's huge, and that means that if one champion books 15% from books, another one 30%, that is a massive difference. But Georgid A3 has a multiplier of 5.7 and books 20% with base attack of 1600, and Eva has a base attack of 1700, okay, a little bit less than, let's say like 90 attack more, 88 attack more or whatever, which is still, it definitely adds up because you're gonna put gear and it's gonna be multiplied by many times, but we have higher multiplier, we book more, and we have higher attack. Like you saw on the video, I was already doing like 350, 400k hits. So it definitely hits harder than Georgid. Basically the hardest hitting champion in the game. Now there's some caveats, Taras can hit harder if you have trillion buffs on your team, and Wukong can hit harder with the splash damage if you kill somebody with low HP, and you can do not that much damage, but let's say that you can do like 250k with Wukong A2, while you could maybe do, I don't know, I'm just throwing numbers, but let's say you could do like 350, 400k with Eva A2, something like that. But then the splash damage from Wukong A2 can be like, in perfect situation, it can be even more than double the original damage, but let's say that it can be double the original damage. It definitely has potential to hit harder than Eva, but that's very niche. But okay, 250k is even kind of low. You can hit like 300k damage with the Wukong A2 first hit, and then you can do like double that. So you can do 600k in very specific niche situations, but Eva can do maybe like, let's say 400k in practical situations. Okay, he got the white duo, that's interesting. I have been relying a lot on them, and I do rely a lot on my Duchess, which has bolster, so I don't know what I want to do here. Duchess and Necret, neither one is gonna have a fun time against this, and I don't want to pick Helicat just yet. Do we have to go with Duchess? I really would want to go with Ankara, but he got it. Let's go with UDK and Rotos, and maybe I'll go with Helicat and Eva and not use any Reviver at all. We will see. Wait, oh, I went with Necret and Rotos. Ah, I misclicked. I totally was supposed to go with UDK. Well, I don't really have any excuses for that one. I wasn't looking at the screen, I just assumed that I would click properly, and usually that happens, but I guess I should have paid attention. I don't know about you guys, like, do you look at, let's say, your keyboard when you type, or your screen when you move cursor? I know some people do, but I never really do. And I guess this kind of stuff happens sometimes. But you get so used to using this stuff that you don't normally look at it at all. Okay, that's kind of bad. He's gonna go first, and he has... Well, we're still gonna go with Eva and Helicat. Hopefully he's not gonna pick Lockout and I can maybe ban the Siphi. But probably he's gonna pick Lockout and I can't ban the Siphi, and it's gonna be faster than me, but let's see what happens. Yeah. I mean, everybody has Lockout at this level. There's basically nobody that doesn't have Lockout except me and maybe couple other unfortunate individuals, but it's almost like you need to assume that every single player has Lockout. Maybe they might not use it in every fight, but they should have a Lockout. In Gold 4, maybe not in all ratings, but here everybody does. I think my Helicat is maybe 270 or 280 speed. Oh nice, we survived it. But not fast enough when the Siphi does the turn meter boost. What? How? I'm kind of shocked. How did the Eva survive that? I wasn't paying attention. I'm pretty sure I had to get reaction procs there because there's no way I should survive it. Narcissus should kill my Eva like 15 times over, so... Okay, but... Okay, he doesn't have Harima, doesn't have UDK. Narcissus has defense buff, but if we proc Helm Smasher it does nothing. We can definitely one-shot the Narcissus. Wait, what? We didn't, okay. We definitely didn't get Helm Smasher proc on the other hit, and we didn't have attack buff, so that was only like, was it 75k and 30k damage? A lot less than in the other fights, but it would have still been 150k damage if we procced Helm Smasher both times without attack buff, but I thought it would be enough damage to kill Narses, but that was a mistake. Well, not a mistake, but I guess I got... oh, I forgot about the Narses passive. I can't deal any damage when outside of my champion's turns. I should have ally attacked the Ronda instead. Okay, looking bad, but we still do have one turn left of the block damage. Helicat can reduce their defense a little bit with the Cruelty Blessing, but it's a very low level one, so it's a lot worse than the 6-star one. Okay, I hope we don't weak hit on Ronda. Maybe we have a chance if we don't. Okay, of course we did. Of course. And Narset is gonna get revived with turn meter as well, so I guess that's it. He can just block revive the Eva. Okay, he went for the AoE, but I guess it's the same difference, and there's just no way we can kill this team with double reviver using my Helicat alone. We don't even have UDK, so he can just hit the Necret and not proc the Helicat passive. Maybe I'll try it, but I don't think I can win it. Actually, no. We have 2 minutes, let's surrender this and we can queue one more. Maybe I had a small chance to win it, but unlikely. Okay, come on. On the last fight of the live arena session, let's get a win with Eva. Okay, Harima team, that's fine. I'm still kind of okay trying her against Harima. I think she's gonna still do much better than Wukong and maybe even better than Rotos, but it's not ideal, but might be doable. Do I want to go with Angora this time? Maybe it would be better to have like Duchess and Heli. Nah, let's go with this. Okay, let's go with Duchess. So we have the polymorph against Harima. We might proc it. It's the only champion that I have with 6-star polymorph. So it's kind of vital to use. And oh, oh my god. I thought I went with Duchess and Narses, but I went with Duchess and Angora. That was a massive mistake. He can totally pick Narses. I don't think he's gonna, but he totally could do it. That would be kind of funny. 2 misclicks on one video. I don't think I have misclick champion picks before. Maybe I have with the... Oh, he went with Narses. With the many videos I have done, but I can't recall ever having done it before. And now I did it twice on this video. But he has 2 nukers, he can still be clock out. He's definitely gonna do it. We're gonna have impossible chance to win against him with the Harima and UDK, but there's no other nukers that I have, so I guess we're gonna go with these. To be honest, Wukong would be better here. Nah, let's just go with this. We lost either way. Okay, interesting. He actually didn't go with lockout. But he's definitely gonna go before us, and he has the Harima passive. He's going with triple nuker. He basically picked the Narses just to spite us, but yeah, I don't think we can win this, but let's give it a go. Maybe I get lucky and I proc a lot reaction on my Eva. Then I can just instantly block revive one of the nukers, but if this was reversed and his speed team was using Eva, I think that would be super good pick for her, but I'm using the Eva instead. What? Okay, I guess he does have the Charge it in Stone Skin, but it's surprisingly slow. My Rotos is faster, even with his Sifi turn meter boost, even my Eva, and Eva is on like 220 speed, so that must be like, I don't know, 180 speed Charge it or some really slow build, but it probably has very high damage stall. Okay, that didn't work out well. Both of our nukers died, didn't proc enough reaction, and then Narsa 7 is moving before Charge it, meaning that I basically can't use my revive, which totally sucks, but can't do it. If I use the revive, then they will die anyway, so I have to save it for one turn. And we don't have Narses in team, so we're not gonna revive the target with full turn meter. I don't think I'm gonna get a turn with the champion that I revive, but I'm gonna go for Rotos instead of Eva. Oh wait, what? Oh, I guess Narses locked us out. Even worse. I think this might have been winnable if I picked the Narses, but you never know, maybe he would have picked something better, and I can only blame myself. I still did okay, I haven't gained points and did pretty good. And okay, I guess we used the Eva a good amount, or in many fights I think Narses did do a lot of damage as well. But yeah, kind of like I said on the video, she's definitely more suited for speed teams than go second teams. But her damage is super bonkers, so she's good enough to be used by the Mega Whales. Okay, I guess I'm too low in Classic Arena. It's pointless to do fights because I'm just gonna fight other people in Gold 4. But yeah, this is not the proper showcase. Maybe I will do another one later this week, but there's not that much to see in Classic Arena testing, to be honest, anyway. So Live Arena is where you meet the hard matchups, and in Classic Arena, if there's a matchup where you can use Eva, then you could use basically any nuker, not just Eva. The difference is that she has very high damage and can block revive one target, but again, in why is it showing them so weird? In Classic Arena, how fast you can win battles is also very important, not just winning. In Live Arena it isn't, so unlikely Eva is gonna be used in Classic Arena offense, definitely not in this meta. Maybe if something like Rotos or Wukong were ever gonna be meta again and people didn't use Taras, but for now he's definitely a Live Arena champion, not Classic Arena. But okay, let's see, let's do one fight. He's gonna have buff strip, but maybe we can survive it and not get slept afterwards. If we can definitely do insane damage with the A2. And I mean, this is what you would do, I guess, if you use her in Classic Arena. We did get slept. Okay, and we do have the attack debuff now, but that doesn't matter. We're still easily gonna plow through this Squeezy team, but maybe you could run her with a team that has double nuker, and you would just use her to block revive somebody. Kind of like the strategy that I have been using with Initve. If you haven't seen my guide about that team comp or any Classic Arena reset pushes that I did with the Wukong Initve Shamal team comp, but basically I polymorphed the enemy Taras at the start of the fight, and then the team was speed tuned so that when the Taras polymorph ends, I'm gonna move in with Initve and block revive it. And of course you can do that strategy way better with Eva now than Initve, because his A2 is gonna hit, I don't know, 3 times harder, more than that. It's gonna hit like 4 or 5 times harder, so he's definitely better for that. Maybe there will be a time in future where that kind of strategies are relevant, so definitely keep an eye out for that. But if you're not pushing for like Platinum Arena and you just want to have a fun nuker to farm gold Classic Arena, you can of course do it with Eva, but you could literally do it with any nuker that has AoE skill. And her signature skill is single target, so it really isn't suited for Classic Arena, apart from very niche situations, but not for the basic stuff. As you can see, we're kind of lagging around here. I mean, I was talking a lot as well and pausing the fight, and we're getting CC'd. But if I do, let's actually cancel this. If I do the same fight with my Narses team, oh, we dropped to. Wait, is there 5 gold tiers? I guess they added one at one point, but I totally forgot about it. Yeah, there's gold 5. That's a thing. Which fight was that? Oh wait, I guess we don't have him anymore since we dropped down. My point was that if I were to use my normal team, it's gonna be like super fast fight. Not this team, let's go with the Armand's team. Yeah, when you have these kind of alternatives, this is an AoE skill, like the main damage on Narses is AoE, and other champions can do this. The fight is gonna be way faster. There's really no room for Eva here, unless you want to flex or maybe some very specific niche tactics against very specific teams, but that's not gonna be a thing for general audience. Anyway, that's it for my Queen Eva showcase. Like I mentioned, she might even be better than you think. I would definitely build her. I'm totally gonna keep her build. I'm not gonna swap it out with somebody else. I mean, comparing to Quintus, for instance, both of them are squishy champion with no defensive utility or any kind of speed manipulation or something like that. And the only thing that they do is damage. They have some kind of offensive utilities. But what Eva has, and this is not built for Arena, this is literally built for Curse City, and it just has lethal because he has like my spare lethal pieces. But anyway, so between Quintus and Eva, for instance, if we talk about live Arena, I will say that Eva is like trillion times better. Her A2 damage is insane, and it has the block revive. So this definitely has some use. I probably said that trillion times in the video, but yeah, you get the point. Anyway, that's it for this video. Subscribe, join my Discord, and so on. Thanks for watching the video, and see ya.